Hello again. Welcome to step 8. Is that right? I hope. No, 9. 9. We're on step 9. Almost done. You must be feeling a very connected family right now, right? No, I don't know if it's that easy. It's a constant work in progress. But anyway, step 9 is. Did I forget what it is? No. Sorry. Okay, step 9 is knowing your strengths. So we talked about kids' strengths in terms of smarts, like multiple intelligences. And you can certainly do that for you too, because you also have strengths and smarts in different ways, right? But I'm more talking about strengths so that you can start to realize that you can't do it all and that you're not expected to do it all. So parents often, not to be gendered, but women in particular feel this huge weight to do it all and be it all. And like, we're just rock star human beings, like superhuman, right? But we shouldn't have to be all the time. So what are your strengths? And know them and own them and just know like, okay, yeah, I'm really good at getting schedules organized and getting things done. I'm really good at, I'll say one of my strengths is knowing when my kids are reaching a breaking point and intervening before they reach that breaking point so that it's not a full meltdown. Whereas and I'm talking like more like emotional stuff. Whereas my husband will kind of like push their buttons, because I don't know if he thinks it's funny, but he like pushes their buttons and then he's like, oh, whoa, they're so upset. And I'm like, I know, but that was happening. Like I could have seen that happening with a 10-foot pole. So that's one of my strengths and it's not one of his. And us knowing that has been very helpful to our family dynamic. My strength is not cleaning, especially so I hate clutter, but I'm not a germ cleaner person. Like I don't care so much about germs. He cares very much about germs. So he does more of the cleaning stuff. Like he loads the dishwasher. He cares about if there's like a coffee mug on the table. He cares that the kids wash their hands when they come in every time. And this is like even before all the coronavirus stuff. It's not like new. Because yes, I agree that now we should all be washing our hands. I don't want you to think I'm like a dirty person, but he just cares more about that kind of stuff. I care more that there's like mail laying around for weeks, right? So just knowing your strengths and knowing like what your strengths are, what your pet peeves are, and what your strengths are not. And then getting help and support for those that aren't yours, whether it's from your partner or spouse or kids or someone else. So if your strength is not, I know a lot of people have cleaning support. We've never had a cleaning person, but that's an example. Now, of course, right now, that's not a good example because you're not going to have a cleaning person come into your house right now. And actually getting help in a lot of ways right now would be difficult because, well, grocery delivery is one, right? If you don't feel comfortable going to the store, if you don't want to like put on the mask and gloves that they're suggesting or go out and be in a bunch of germs or be worried about that. Or mine is more like I'm nervous to go to the store to see empty shelves and to see tape on the ground separating where you're supposed to stand. I just think emotionally that would bother me a little bit. I got really emotional when I saw the beach was closed, like the gates across the parking lots and the cones blocking all the spots and stuff. That just, like from an emotional standpoint, that bothered me. So knowing your strengths and trying to either get support for where your weaker areas are or just being aware of them and acknowledging this is not my strength and that's okay. So my husband will now say to my kids something like, mom is better at knowing what you're feeling and that's not my strength. So you have to tell me, you have to be really clear. And that's work we're doing with my kids. I'm telling my kids, like, you have to tell dad how you're feeling because he can't figure it out on his own. You have to tell dad what you need when you're feeling that way because he can't figure it out on his own. So you need to tell him, I'm feeling sad and I need space, or I'm feeling sad, I want a hug, or you hurt my feelings when you said this, right? So it's all teaching. It's not just saying, oh, that's not my strength, I'm just like not going to care about their feelings. It's just something to work on and something to be aware of. And I think that we're teaching our kids to be human when we do this, right? We're really teaching our kids to be human, which is the most important thing we could be teaching right now. How to be human and how to be in this family, right? So anyway, step 9, know your strengths and own them, be proud of them, but don't try to be a superhero all the time. Okay, thanks everyone.